Welcome back to the Rigroll channel. Today we're going to be doing something different. I was on Facebook Marketplace looking for a new tankless water heater, and I noticed something strange. There's a lot of people out there selling their art, their masterpieces, their Picassos and Mona Lisas, their Monets, and they sell it for some pretty crazy prices. When I brought this up to my friend Charlie, this strange Facebook art, he thought it would be fun to make a little game show out of it. And we're gonna do a Price is Right appraisal on some of these Facebook artworks. I haven't seen any of these before. Charlie has scoured the annals of Facebook Marketplace to find some of the most outlandish artwork he could find, and I'm gonna have to guess how much it's worth.
If it's worth the paper it's printed on.
Without further ado, let's get this slideshow on the move. Dick Rigmarole, Facebook Pain Thing Game. Alright, Charlie, we're starting off strong. Artwork number 1. Oh my god. Alright, so we have Scooby, Dooby Doo, and he's lighting up with Shaggy.
And they're in love. Look at the heart.
The heart. That is the Powerpuff Girls heart. So I think there's like an extra layer here. I think the artist, he took some creative liberty. It seemed inspired by his childhood. Maybe he watched a lot of Scooby. Their eyes are red. I think that means they're evil.
I don't... Hold on, let me check Shaggy's... I'm running the numbers. Okay, he has 5 fingers. Well, no, because it looks like...
Shaggy
he has way more digits than are necessary.
Shaggy has like 12 fingers. Powerful. This one's very powerful. It elicits a lot of emotion in me. I would value this one at $108. $108. Let's find out.
Oh no! It's $20.
That's not bad. $20, you know, you go to like a flea market and they have all this stuff just like that. I think I paid like $70 once for Fentanyl Pikachu. Alright, let's move on to artwork number 2.
She's spunky.
Maybe she's a he.
He's a pretty boy.
He's got the little pigtails. I like the dog bed. I've always been a fan of dog beds.
Would you sleep in a big dog bed for like a person?
Yeah, totally. That'd be so comfy on the floor surrounded by my toys. I don't know, this one's pretty like classic. It's got good like shapes, but they're emblematic of furniture or shadows. It's looking good, but we can go a little off the table. I'm gonna say $800. Negative.
Oof.
You are selling yourself short, my friend. You are selling yourself short.
You could create generational wealth with this kind of talent.
Yeah, this is like, come on. You could make a whole series of dogs and pigtails. All right, up next we got...
Why so serious?
It's me. We have Morty from Rick and Morty. Rule of thirds, his head is in a good spot. He's the Joker. I think that fucking sucks. You know, the typography looks very good. The ha-ha-has are all very uniform. I'm gonna go ahead and say, you know what? I feel like I've been shooting too high. $20. 20. Free? Charlie, can you give this guy a call?
I was actually thinking we could just get it for your office.
Do you remember where in America this is?
I think this was in DeKalb, Illinois.
I could get there in 16 hours.
I will say, really quick, could I take a pee?
Go pee while I drink my Gamer Sup. Use code Rigmarole for a 10% discount. I've been like chugging this thing. I can't stop, the caffeine's too good. I like coffee too, but I don't want to be drinking coffee all day, because you get, you know, it gives me like a nasty mouth, like... So I like Gamer Sups, honestly. It's kind of like my midday caffeine boost. I eat super well, man. I don't, you know, they got good ingredients in there. So yeah, Gamer Sups, use code Rigmarole. I think it's 10%. I don't know, just use the code. If you use the code, we get that much closer to a flonky flavor. Do you want the flonky flavor? I do!
I flexed my abdomen so my pee would come out faster. And I didn't shake.
Let's move on to the next artwork. What do we got next? Pagliacci! Pagliacci! Do the Pagliacci dance! Do the Pagliacci dance! Alright, maybe we won't use that.
Well, now I have to.
Don't show them the Pagliacci dance.
So what do you see? What's going on?
Oh, we got another dog in a costume. That's the first thing that caught my eye. It's really well done. I mean, it looks like real artwork. I think it's AI.
Really?
I think it's AI, because you know what? I'm noticing something. Yeah, that dog has a human hand. Well, okay, first of all, I like the movement. You know, he's kind of hunched over the way I am when I animate. He has a smug little smile, so I'm gonna go ahead and say he's happy because this art is worth $800! Oh!
No way.
No way!
No way.
Oh, that feels so sweet. That's a win. That's a win right there. Victory drink. Cheers to that. Unbelievable.
I actually cannot believe it.
All right, moving on. You got this one from my collection. This one it's pretty well done. It's pretty well done. There's a lot of versatility. You could hang this anywhere in your house. You could hang this anywhere in your mom's house.
I like that the gradient on the sun is completely non-existent. It just cuts off halfway through. I mean, okay, so she's like well in the center. She's got a little bit of head cut off, but like all the important parts are maintained. Center frame, rule of thirds.
Yeah, I would say the composition is fantastic. We got everything exactly where it needs to be. Everything is the right size. People do pay a lot for this type of content. I'm gonna say over 100. I'm gonna say like $120.
I'll let you have a little peek.
What?
That's a steal. That's a steal.
Do you think that somebody commissioned this piece specifically, or was this like the muse of the artist? Do you think that they found the inspiration within themselves?
This was, it was divine intervention. Let's move on to artwork number... Alright, so we got SpongeBob, Patrick, Squidward. Is that Slimer? Is that Ghostbusters? What am I looking at?
Actually, no way. I think that is. It's an ensemble cast.
I got a lot of feelings here. I don't know. This one's giving me motion sickness. Squidward, though, he's looking smug. I could see myself drawing Squidward like that. He's got one jacked arm from jacking off to Brohub. I also see, like, Bart Simpson's legs dangling. I mean, that's a nice little tie-in. 20. It's fucking $20. I know it's $20. Come on. You believe me, if I had more money, I would blow a hole through my goddamn computer right now. I'm so fucking tired of this. Hold on. I'm like contracting a Lovecraftian madness. $1,500?
Nick's getting lightheaded.
I am. I'm like sweat. Okay, $1,500. Why? How?
Insanity.
All right. Next, let's move on.
Take it in.
I have two of these. I have my laptop and the computer monitor. I have two of these staring at me right now.
Okay, which one do you think you could take in a fight?
Gay. Okay, so we got stop bullying, nerd, useless, pushover, slut, gay, annoying. There's a lot of heart. There's a lot of heart here.
There's also a lot of hurt to the heart.
I find it weird. Why don't they have arms? Why? Wait a minute. Oh my god. My mind was in the wrong place. I thought that was their...
Don't say it.
Alright, so they're like this. They're like that. I'd say the colors are accurate to the characters. I don't know much about My Little Pony, but this is pretty accurate. You know, we got Flapjack and Cinnamon Jack and Rainbow Jack and Jack Jack.
How much would you pay, Nick? How much would you pay to stop bullying? If you could write one check.
I don't want a joke answer here. I don't want to make a joke. $20 bucks, $20.
Could you believe it?
Every time I guess 20 so far, it's been free, I think. You know, if it's free, you're welcome to send it to me. I'll open up a P.O. box. Just get that to me ASAP. Next up. Oh my god! This one's for Patreon. Oh my god. Alright. Next! Oh, here we go.
This is literally me after a night of drinking.
Why is there a little pig in a blanket in the bottom right? Do you see that? It's like a little hot dog. I could see this being like a shitty tattoo.
It looks like there's a hand grabbing his tail.
It looks like Meat Canyon.
I mean, he's just enjoying his morning ciggy while relieving himself, you know? It's taking care of two carnal desires at once.
That would feel nice, you know? Ripping a heater and taking a shit. Yeah, I think there's value in that. I'm gonna guess 120.
No way!
Yes! Yes! Smoking a cigarette on the toilet, that's, you can feel that, and that is like an $120 experience. Prime time, you get the Disney Go Pass, and they're like, yeah, go to that toilet and smoke a fatty. That was just right from the heart. We did it! We got to the end! That was quite a trip.
So Nick, you got 2 wins. It's a pretty high batting average.
Yeah, I mean, it's not bad, you know?
Did you get any right in the when you were watching the video? Leave it in the comments below.
This was a fun little journey. There were a lot of surprises.
We were really beholders with like the beauty that was in our eyes.
Thank you guys for coming along. You know, if you like this type of video, let me know in the comments. We could do more of this. That's a wrap. Check out the Patreon, because there's definitely a few of these we can't show. Rigroll out. Bye. You know what would have taken this to the next level? Like if they put a sensor bar over his bear.
His little drain pipe.